Welcome once again to another session of Breath of Fire Circle Wednesdays. I am Breath Master Aaron Motley, your Global Community Elder. I'm here to serve you, or at least to enlighten you. Service is optional. So, what is the breath all about? The breath is about life. What is life is all about when it comes to the breath. It's all about the power of the breath. The power of the breath is life. Breath gives you life. So when you exercise your breath, when you are doing breathing exercises, you're exercising your power, i.e. your ability to become more powerful, more filled with the power of breath, more empowered as you are inhaling and bringing in the power of the breath, or empowering yourself with the breath. What does that look like? Greater health, greater clarity of the mind, greater calmness of your emotions and spirit, greater ability to accept reality, greater ability to change reality. When you really are in tune with the breath, you walk in the space of awareness. And in the space of awareness, you begin to accept what is going on around you, because you accept the breath, you accept what's happening internally and what's happening externally as you experience it. Experience being the greatest teacher. You're experiencing the breath. You're experiencing the power of the breath. And with each inhalation and exhalation, you're experiencing how it fortifies you, how it allows you to become immune. We talk about immune system. There is no immune system. However, the entire body system functions from the space of immunity. Immune to issues that encumber it, immune to dis-ease. The body is designed to operate in ease. So therefore, it is designed to be immune to dis-ease. There are things that cause our spirit to become uneasy. The body, the breath allows you to become immune to those things. In a brief conversation, text-wise, with someone earlier, I mentioned the fact that the world is oblivious to your power. It's oblivious to you and your power, the world in general, that is. So therefore, it's easy for someone to see you as not having power, or you to see yourself as not having power. My thinking and my way is this: if the world is oblivious to you and your power, then you can mirror image that. You can be oblivious to the world and its power, i.e. it having power over you. And when you walk in that space, you are oblivious to the world having power over you. Guess what? You become immune to the world having power over you, and you can really begin to immerse yourself in your power. The breath sets that up, because the breath is what sustains life. So that's enough of my philosophizing today. Right now. I don't know, I might go another way. But anyway, I'm going to go back to the basics, allow some people to catch up, and also put other folks back in the mind of some of the basics of how to activate the breath of fire. A couple of different ways. I haven't said this in a while. One, hold your palms, elbows resting at your side. Hold your palms chest length, chest height. Basically, just put your palms on your lap and bring them up halfway. Now, with them relaxed right here, when you go, you can feel the air coming out of each nostril in the palm of your hands. So the breath of fire primarily focuses on, as far as action, as far as the greatest amount of action, the thrust, by compressing the abdomen, by using the abdominal muscles to express oxygen or carbon dioxide out of the nostrils. immediately after you do that thrust, you relax the abdomen. That creates a vacuum inside because the abdomen expands and it pulls the diaphragm down. When it pulls the diaphragm down, it creates a vacuum in the nostrils to pull air into the body, to pull that oxygen in. And to make sure that you have an even swap, because when you are doing this breath of fire routine or a series or whatever you want to term it, you want to inhale and exhale the same amount as an even swap. That way you can go on in perpetuity or as long as you would like. I did one session where I went 15 minutes continuously without saying anything, just so you could see what that looks like. So, even swap. And a light sniff can barely hit. I just emphasize it so you can hear it now. Slow it down so you can really tune in. Now, the other thing about the breath of fire is it's a rapid paced breath. But you can play with it. You can make it fast as you want, or you can go moderately in order to be able to sustain the breath for an extended period of time. So, exhaling through the nostrils. Again, the mouth is closed. We're going to start, and I'm going to take you through it. We're going to start first by placing the tip of our tongue to the roof of our mouth, as in the breath master technique, and curl that tongue back, maintaining contact with the roof of the mouth. I'm going to inhale through the nostrils. Now, when you begin your exhaling and inhaling with the breath of fire, you can keep the tongue up there, but you can rest it at the bottom palate however you want. It's up to you, because its tongue is really not being of service in with the breath of fire as it would be with the breath master technique overall. And when we get ready to end, we're going to relax our tongue and drop it to the bottom palate if it's not already there. And we're going to exhale, fully exhale with a or ch. So, place the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, curl it back and inhale. Lungs nearly full, not all the way. Breath of fire. Getting accustomed to the flow. We're going to pick up the pace. You can actually create a rhythm when you're doing this. If you pay attention, you'll hear the rhythm that I'm creating. You can do a 4 count or a 3 count. Or whatever count you would like. Create a rhythm to allow you to get into that flow without thinking so much. Complete the final exhalation. Now we're going to modify, just in case you still have an issue with adjusting to exhaling in and out, exhaling and inhaling at that pace through the nostrils. We're going to use the mouth in this different breath. Because what I discerned when I was practicing and developing the breath master technique was that we engage all of the abdominal muscles when we go ch, or when we use the sound of the letter H. We go the prominent sound is the sound of the letter H. That letter H, no matter how you pronounce it, whether you're going H or ch, it engages the abdominal muscles. When you actually use the last syllable of the pronunciation of the letter H, that ch, that dynamically engages the abdominals somewhat forcefully. The more you emphasize it, the more you're going to engage the abdominal muscles, and the more you're going to work them and be able to really create a dynamic flow with your breath work. So we can easily adapt the pace of that sound with the movement just by going ch, 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 ch. Now, when I teach little children, including that little girl or boy that's inside you, we call this the choo-choo train breath. So that 4 count, that can also be the choo-choo train. Or 3 sound, 3 breath. 4 count is easier and more rhythmic and aligned with the choo-choo train, because it's choo 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 choo. And you don't have to have your hands at the side because you're exhaling out of your nostrils now. So again, each time you go, you're going to relax the abdomen and allow for it to pull air in, and you're going to gently assist. But this time you're doing it through the nostrils. And with this one, the tongue is doing what it does naturally, because when you go, it's going to be somewhat behind the teeth, resting up against the top palate, allowing for air to come out from the top of the mouth. And it's going to do a little slight wave in that process. You'll experience it as you do. So, as with the breath master technique, and we're going to end with and extend that. So we're going to start same way, tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth, curl it back, inhale. And notice when you do this, you're really feeling the abdomen, and you can see my abdomen move more vigorously when you're engaging the sound of the ch versus doing it through the nostrils. Hold. Resist the urge to inhale. What you're feeling now is the isolation of, you breathe now, isolation of the toning and the tightening of the muscles of the abdominals. So you're getting a little bit of isometric, isotoning in the abdominals in this process. These are some of the things that I share in my Breath Master certification. If you want to master the power of the breath, you too can become a certified breath master and be able to not only empower yourself but empower others through the breath. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your efforts to better yourself and be of service to humanity. Breath Master Aaron Motley, your global community elder. Peace.